Welcome into Fantasy Unclean. I am your host, Rich Fiddler, joined as always by Frodo Carvel and Scott Robley. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
I'm fantastic.
Doing good now. Doing good. Dude, your sunglasses look sick in this lighting, though.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Dance party. Always dance party, Brittany. What's up? Oh, my God.
Dr.
Holy
Disrespect
shit.
over here.
Brittany, what are you doing in our screen? That's fucking weird. Get out of here. You're weirding me out.
I guess my shades are too dark. What? Dance party.
Dance party.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, dance party. All the time. All day. All day. What's up? So, yeah, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. We had week one of football, which was entertaining for most of us.
Fucking
It was
stupid.
fantastic for this side of the table, and
mean-
and this one.
The early stretch started fantastic.
Yeah. They,
The Niners absolutely destroyed the Steelers.
Dude, here for Frodo. That's what Brittany's here for.
I'm adorable.
That's true. Anyway, yeah, Seahawks suck.
Yeah,
I'm not super
that
thrilled
was
about
rough.
That was the easiest game of the. I mean, that was sort of the chalk it up win. I mean, it was the Ducks playing UC State or whatever it was, and maybe not that bad, but it was close.
The Niners and Steelers, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Seattle.
Yeah.
And then Seattle just sucked.
they did not pick up where.
The Niners did to the Steelers what Seahawks should have done to the Rams.
Right.
Exactly. But 49ers played well.
They did.
Played really well.
Miami had a very fun game to watch
They had
Yes.
a very fun game to watch.
and came down to the wire.
Yeah.
But 466 yards and
Passing by Tua, yeah.
and then Hill had 200 and some yards.
11, yeah.
A couple of touchdowns.
15 targets, 11 receptions for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you had the number 1 receiver. I had the number 2 receiver for my team.
It's fantastic.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Scott, you guys have any top receivers?
I think we had a receiver, so yes.
One reception.
we had one get a full-on knockout, so that's cool.
But
DK going
you guys
in
did
to
have the
blind
best
side.
audio clip from the week.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh, when
was
Aaron Donald comes
sick,
in.
dude.
Aaron
Oh my
Donald came in untouched.
That is going to be one of the best clips of all time. I mean,
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's going to have that sound clip played in his Hall of Fame.
And the fact that was caught on live TV.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my
my
God.
God.
It was hilarious.
So good. So good. Also,
But,
for some reason, their
again-
chat box isn't working either.
Again, everybody would have that thought if you had Aaron Donald running at you untouched.
Yes. Yeah. That's the appropriate response if Aaron Donald's coming at you.
Yeah.
Because
It's not-
even
it's
on
not
the
peeing
downhill
your-
side of his
It's not
career.
peeing yourself?
Yeah.
Also that?
Yeah. Also that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
second to that, Myles Garrett practicing his
crossover.
Yeah, dude. That
before
was-
he's coming in at Joe Burrow.
That was a baller move,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just
I saw J.J. Watt, I think it was on McAfee. He's talking about, he literally told the center what he is doing. He mimed the crossover and then just did it anyways.
Yeah.
And it worked just
Yeah.
fine because it's fucking Myles Garrett and that dude's
Right.
a fucking monster.
Absolutely. I don't know what you mean by how about Tace. Tacey. Got it. Tacey. Apparently Travis Kelce is allegedly dating Taylor Swift.
Swift, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It feels weird, honestly, because she still looks like a 12-year-old, so a tall one, but
I don't like her.
I don't know. She seems fine.
I think she'd be one of those really annoying people.
I bet she does give me that sort of vibe sometimes. But then I also see her playing with cats at her house, and I'm like, see, that's my vibe. Like, just sitting at home in sweat playing with my animals.
I do have to give you props because I had no idea what the fuck
Took me a
Tacey.
bit. Took me a
The
bit.
fact that you got that, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
also, I'm honestly surprised that you even fucking know.
I only found out today because I actually watched a TikTok
Oh, okay.
about it. Probably.
And
Lonnie sent it to
Lonnie,
me.
Lonnie, that's a lie because one, you'll like me because I'll bring pickle beer at some point. I also make or bring crab. So I mean, if you don't like me, I'll just give everything to your husband.
Problem is the crab I don't eat. I just give it to her.
He
Then
gets
I will
crabs
keep
all
the
time.
crab.
Yeah.
We'll go crabbing.
He does have another spouse, you know.
Yes,
I could take
you,
his.
but you're gonna be there when we go crabbing.
Oh yes, I'm excited for that. When do we have that on the schedule?
No, but we're pretty much in the prime stretch of, pick a Sunday. Since we have Sunday ticket, we'll just put it on the boat while we're out there.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, just give it to my husband. Like crabs. God, but like all of my Sundays are busy right now. October. Can we do like first weekend in October?
Yeah, we can do that as long as it's not pouring down rain.
You can't crab in the rain?
You can. I just choose not to be on a boat in the fucking pouring rain.
Oh.
I mean, I get that.
Shit, we got to go soon then. October's always a good month.
It's
yeah.
Your shoes are pretty good. I have a cover for it. It just gets away of the crab dev and picking up the boat at the buoys.
Ashley's going to take your crabs. She wants your crabs.
That's fine because she didn't say that she didn't like me like Londi did.
She doesn't want the gross crabs though. The scratchy pubic ones.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
I work Sundays.
It's irrelevant. You figure out what to do with the kids. You're the mom.
We go in the morning anyways.
Shut up, Scott.
Wait. How early?
Depends on the tide, so you'll depend
Early.
on that.
Early,
So
Scott.
that depends on whether or not I'm gonna go.
All right.
Although I have been
I'll
up
go.
since about
Okay.
right, yeah.
Because
I'll
it's 2 hours there and to get to where I normally crab.
When do you normally leave?
Newport?
It depends. I don't do Newport. I do Allsea Bay, Walport. Because in Newport you'll get rock crabs and they're paying the fucking ass, and they don't get any meat really out of them. So I just go to Walport where it's just Dungeness.
Those
So-
are the good ones.
Yes.
So generally speaking, I know it depends on the tides, but generally speaking, when are you
I
on
wa-
average
I-
leaving your house?
I want to be on the water an
Hey,
hour and a
fuck
half
off.
to
Don't even
2
joke
hours,
about
about
that.
2 hours before high tide. So crabbing incoming tide. So say if high tide's at 9:30 in the morning, I want to be here by 7:30, so we're leaving at 5:30.
Okay.
Scott's very much like
Yeah.
thinking about this.
Let's fucking do this. It's cool.
Or we get a hotel, go the night before, stay there, and then you don't have to get up as early.
Still can't leave my wife alone with the kid.
Bring her along.
She's gonna just leave, and I'm gonna come home, and there's just gonna be a kid there because she took her moment to leave, and I can't.
So it'll be you and me, Rich.
Yeah.
We know what high tide is. It's when you smoke a Tide Pod.
I thought you dropped the edible and did your laundry.
Yeah, exactly. High tide is getting super baked and doing laundry. Thank you.
Except that he's so high, he's just washing with his body in the bathtub.
All right, wives, stop distracting Scott.
That was Chris Rank.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
He thinks I don't know what high tide is, but
You
I
don't.
clearly showed him.
Anyways, back to football.
Football stuff
Yeah.
and things.
So
How did we do last week?
week one was fun. It was very fun to watch football again.
yes, it was.
We had a nice little setup where we had some ribs and some good times.
Yep, multiple TVs going, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It was good. It was
we
some good
sabotaged-
football.
sabotaged a professional fighter's diet.
Yes, we did. Scott did
Yes.
by setting a bag of candy in front of him.
Yes, that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, that guy can put down some candy when he wants to, or when he doesn't want to.
Yeah,
He's probably
I think
always
it's more
hungry.
I think it's more so when he doesn't want to.
Right,
Yeah.
right. When you can't have something, that's when you always
When
want
he's
it.
been eating salads for like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Um,
and just
Chris,
eggs.
that's not a picture of me and Rick in the bathtub. That's a picture of Mark and him in the bathtub.
That's true.
Rick and I don't have any photos of that.
So last week, out of the 16 games,
16 games.
we missed on 4 altogether.
4 altogether.
Cincinnati, because Cincinnati didn't show up.
Yeah.
We thought Minnesota was gonna do much better against Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Arizona actually showed that they can somewhat play football,
Yep.
and then Seattle just didn't didn't want to play.
Decided not to play.
Yeah.
And now our I think it was our right tackle is out for on IR.
I saw that because
But-
they had signed someone. I forget who it was.
Yeah, so our right tackle went out, I think, in the first half, and then our left tackle went out in the second half. So, I mean, there is some reasonable ground as to why the second half was so bad, but still.
Yeah.
You know what? We got to keep me off of Seahawks tonight.
You weren't the worst performance, though.
No.
No.
There were several other teams that were like Cincinnati that was anticipated.
You do have a photo of Rick in the bathroom. Todd's got that one really cool photo of
yeah.
you
It's
true.
in the bathroom. That
Yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I left before I could
super drunk.
see
Super
that.
drunk.
Anyway,
And nicotine
patch.
high.
Nicotine's sick.
Yeah.
Nicotine's sick for sure. So we weren't the only team that.
Bengals.
Yeah,
literally
Bengals just
were bad.
Nothing.
I mean-
nothing there.
Yeah.
82 yards of passing for Burrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is just terrible.
It's really hard to throw with that many bags of cash on your back.
That's
Like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like he's got.
Wish I had that
Weighted
problem.
down.
Yeah.
Weighted
Weighted
down.
down.
It was actually basically every quarterback who got paid played terribly this
Yeah,
week.
it was.
Yeah.
It was not a good week for quarterbacks in general.
Daniel
Tua-
Jones got $40 million this year and then allowed another team to score 40 points on
Yep.
him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
not
And not score a point. Herbert played okay, but he got way outplayed by Tua.
Yeah.
yeah.
And did you see?
Also, not even so much that J.C. Jackson
oh,
Yuck.
got-
sabotaged every bit that he could
yes,
against
the
Miami.
push in the back at the end of the first half,
Which
so
was
he get,
terrible.
so he get the field goal. Tyreek Hill literally owns him to the point where
you should probably stop doing man coverage against Tyreek Hill and doing press coverage
yeah,
Right.
on the line because if he breaks past you, he's gone.
Well, it's got to be. It's got to. I didn't watch closely enough to know, but I imagine that they've got a sort of a man zone coverage on it. Like
No.
they do zone, and then they.
They
put
were
man
literally
on-
running man coverage on them.
they were
on
trying to
Tyreek
do
Hill.
man press just
solo
like-
man coverage.
Well, that's what I'm wondering is do they have one guy on Tyreek, but then he's going from zone to zone, and so they've got double coverage in those zones.
No. So they were playing. They're playing a high safety in the middle.
Okay.
But it was man press by J.C. Jackson on Tyreek Hill. They tried to do the same thing they did last year. They pressed him and disrupted it, and it did not.
they were
work.
ready for it this year.
And
Yeah.
Hill, I guess, I told Wes Welker, the wide receiver coach for the Dolphins. He's like, "Hey, I figured out what they're trying to do on my release. I'm changing up my release," and it's the next play was that 40-yard touchdown
Nice.
by Tua. But a lot of the stuff is set up. Tua is really good at drawing people off. Like he's a lefty, so he had his back to Tyreek Hill the entire time, and he's looking left, and then just snaps back and
He knows where Hill
Hill's
is
gonna
going to be. And then yeah.
And I
Did
saw
you guys see that whole play call by Derek Carr?
just run.
Just right at the very end.
Yeah.
Where
Or
they
Sheen.
got like a 40-yard pass or whatever. We were all watching the game at that time because the 49ers game was over at that point.
Yeah.
I might have been looking at the Seahawks.
It was before
No,
that.
It was before that.
Yeah. But it was like when they were trying to get into field goal position and he had a long pass down the left side of the field.
Yeah.
He literally, right before that play, he walks up to Shaheed and he's like, if I tell you to run your ass off.
Yeah.
And then right before that, he's talking to the coach. He's like, give me another deep pass.
Yeah.
Give me another deep pass. And then he's like, run. Just run.
Yeah.
And exactly like what he called out is exactly what happened.
Really?
Yep.
That's
it was
awesome.
Cool. It was cool
That's
to watch.
awesome. I'm really excited about Derek Carr in New Orleans. I think that's a really good fit, and I'm a big fan. In fact, spoiler alert, they're part of my picks again this week. So I like the Saints this year. I think
Yep.
they're fun.
So overall, we did okay. We were all relatively close. I had 10 picks correct, and you guys both had 9 picks correct. So we were above 50%. So that's not terrible for week one when
Yep.
there's a lot of things that can happen. I think
lot
it
of
was,
variables.
You haven't
I
seen
think it was
teams
much
for the
better
first
than
time,
last
yeah.
year for week one.
We
so,
actually haven't even mentioned this yet, but Aaron Rodgers going down on the third play of the season.
Yeah.
In his what's likely the penultimate season of his career.
He
but-
did come out and say that he is he came out today and said that he's not going out on that note.
Yes. Likely, if they'd have won a Super Bowl this year, he'd have walked off into the sunset. But if they hadn't have won a Super Bowl, they probably would have come back this next year anyway.
And then the Packers lost the first round pick this year because
it means that they're only getting a second round pick,
Yep.
which is good for the Jets because
Hey Frodo, can you grab me that towel over there on the corner underneath that pillow?
if the
There's
If-
only a little jizz on it. You're fine.
if the Jets don't play well, or don't do as well as they would hope,
Yeah.
they still get their first round pick and possibly Aaron Rodgers back next year.
Yeah.
So that's beneficial.
That's beneficial. And for what it's worth, they get to look at the best of Zach Wilson, right? I mean, they get Zach Wilson with an Aaron Rodgers mentor.
Yep.
This week wasn't a perfect example of that, but
And I assume that Aaron Rodgers will probably be at home games,
yes, I think so. And
probably with a headset on.
he might even travel with the team a little bit.
Giving pointers and that kind of thing, being there in
He is
Wilson's
on a
ear.
publicity tour this year. I do believe that he's trying to increase his public opinion,
probably.
the
I
public
mean,
opinion of himself. And so,
why not?
yeah, and he's had a bad couple of years in terms of perception.
Yes.
Me included. And so he could just be the ultimate team player.
Yeah.
Instead of the guy that's not going to help Jordan Love get better or whatever. This year they've already talked a lot about how Zach Wilson is like underneath his wing and it's like they're friends now and blah, blah, blah.
I was bummed to see that Sauce Gardner made a post today about doing the handshake by himself, which is sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was awesome.
Yeah, he's gotta. I don't know. Maybe do it with the ghost of Aaron Rodgers' Achilles or something.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, the Achilles injury is one of the most fascinating injuries to watch. Like, because it's like if you break a leg and it's nasty, it's like it's sickening to your gut. But an Achilles rupture that reverberates up and down the calf and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's not gross to me.
No.
And so it's just fascinating.
Yeah, you literally just watch the whole calf muscle just kind of bunch up.
Yep.
And then there's no more tension there anymore. So you don't see the definition anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Fat ass
It's
calf.
also interesting how you can't walk on it, but the fact that he stood back up and was standing there for several seconds, just kind of looking around, and it was probably one of those, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then sat back down.
Yeah, he's like, I can't believe.
This just
That just
happened.
And
happened.
maybe it was one of those where he went, did I really just do that? And he's
Yeah.
trying to move his foot and can't.
Yeah. I'm sure
Because
that was
from what I've heard, like aside from the actual pop, it doesn't hurt.
well, it's a tendon, and so they're they don't have nerves.
Yeah, there's no
And
pain
so-
receptors there.
Exactly. So the initial part might hurt because
Yes.
there's all sorts of trauma that goes along with that. Especially because this wasn't a non-contact. It wasn't a direct contact. It was sort of a it was.
Yeah, he had Leonard Floyd literally driving him into the ground.
Yeah.
And his foot just got overflexed, basically.
Yeah, and so it's not like, so that part would have hurt, but him walking out in the boot later, the reason he was walking in a boot was because he can't flex his fucking foot.
Yeah.
But it's not, I've heard, not painful.
Right.
So,
Just super interesting the fact that he was able to bounce. I think it was mostly because he got helped up.
Yeah.
Somebody picked him up.
we're helping Mason Poo right now.
Nice.
Yay.
Good luck, buddy.
But I
Good
think it
luck.
was interesting how he got helped up and he just kind of stood there for several seconds and then dropped back down. And at first you were like, oh, okay, no big deal.
Yeah.
And then he drops back down and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to see how this whole move to
Yeah.
the Giant or the Jets was going to go.
It's a fascinating, it was going to be a fascinating situation.
Right.
And unfortunately, what did I just do?
I don't know. You're moving the
I
screen.
did something. Everybody stop. Drop.
So
Put down, shop.
none of us got our parlays.
Nope, we all missed our parlays.
I
and
was,
we're not really supposed to hit those. I mean, those are
I was
hard
closest.
for a reason.
Yep, I was closest by a couple of points because New Orleans won, but not by enough. So
For you.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
What was Frodo's, and what did he pick, and what did he lose?
I lost right off the rip because of
KC.
Yep, you had KC and Detroit over, and then you also had Washington to beat the spread, and that did not happen. You did get up Miami though, so
Yeah.
good on you.
Yeah, that KC game, the KC Lions game, was just so much fucking fun.
Yeah,
Like
it
we
was.
didn't really expect exactly that.
it's
the
like
way
more of
it
a
played
shootout.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did know. it was gonna
I
be a
did
good
expect a much higher pointed game.
Right.
I thought for sure it was going to go over.
Yep.
I did think that Detroit was going to win. I had said that before. That's why they were part of my parlay.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, that was a weird flex on the word parlay.
Parlay.
Instead of parlay. That was fun.
but
Parlay.
it was a great way to start the season.
Yeah.
It was not a disappointing game in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
So getting into this week's game, we do have an injury.
We didn't recap my games real quick. My games last week.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Nope, that's fine. It's fine. I wanted to go through mine and yours.
So you had the 49ers. Obviously, they covered.
They handled
covered,
that.
yeah.
Handled that.
Cincinnati did not.
Cincinnati did not do their business.
And then, I guess you also got Tennessee. So
was
you
gonna say, I
missed
had
by one.
two.
Yep. My
I had
bad.
to because I got the
Yep.
Tennessee game
Yep.
at the last second.
At the last
because-
second, I was really hoping they were going to kick a field goal.
Yep.
Because they could have.
Yep.
They could have, and then my parlay would have hit.
Yep. And mine would.
And yours wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cincinnati lost, so you lost no matter what
Yep.
on that one. But you did get Tennessee. So you got 2 out of 3. I got 2 out of 3. And Frodo got 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And going into this week, we do have an injury that involves this game. Player position. Kenneth Gainwell is out.
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see because Rashad
Yeah,
Penny
yeah.
was out.
Was a healthy scratch.
Was a healthy scratch.
So this is
so-
we're talking Vikings at Eagles.
Correct.
So
So it'll be interesting to see if it is a DeAndre Swift game, if it is a Rashad Penny game, if it's just a combination of two, because Gainwell was the workhorse in
was
this
the
game.
guy. Yeah. They came out
Which
and said
seems really
today-
odd to me because Rashad Penny and DeAndre Swift should both be better
They were free agent signings.
than Kenneth Gainwell.
Yes.
in a trade.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there was an injury of some kind that we didn't know about. A minor injury. Maybe somebody's dog died, and so they just didn't have the right kind of mentality to go into it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
Yeah.
I just don't understand how Kenneth Gainwell
The guy.
is the guy for this
Yeah.
team.
D Swift should be the guy. Penny should be the backup, but in a 1A, 1B.
Really,
Right.
I feel like Rashad Penny, when healthy, should be the guy.
Yes.
He was the guy in Seattle when he was healthy.
Yeah.
And he came off a stellar end of the season.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't.
There's
it
no
doesn't
reason-
make
yeah.
sense to me how he's not the guy there.
Unless he's not grasping
Of course, at the
scheme
same
or
time,
something.
we've never understood the usage of Miles Sanders for that team.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
it's a Philly thing. You never know who's going to be the guy on
Right.
any given week because
Right.
they have multiple guys.
It's New England
Yeah.
from not this year, but year ago, 2
And
years
honestly,
ago, 3 years
it's
ago, 4 years
Philadelphia.
ago. Yeah.
It may be that Kenneth Gainwell was the guy week 1, and even if he didn't get hurt, he wouldn't be the guy week 2.
Right.
'Cause
and
it's
that's
Philly.
That's
Yeah.
what they talked about this week is they said that Swift is going to have those games where he's the guy the entire time.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have those games where he's used more like he was last year in Detroit.
Yeah.
And then he's going to have those games where he's not involved at all.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Right.
That's why I stayed clear of Philadelphia in general. I didn't
Yes.
draft any of them.
Any of Philadelphia?
Running backs.
Yeah.
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 So Anyway, so we've got Minnesota traveling to Philadelphia. Philadelphia 6.5 point favorites.
Yeah, that's a hard spread. I think it's right at the part where I like it. I'm taking Philadelphia on it.
I have because I won. I've already placed I've already placed who I'm voting for.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay, so we are both Scott and I are both taking Philadelphia. Frodo is taking Minnesota.
I don't think Minnesota wins this.
Yes.
You
But-
just think they cover the spread.
I think they're covering the spread.
I think that Eagles, if it was a 7-point spread, I would have taken Vikings. But or I wouldn't have picked this game as my as one of my parlays. But I've got the Eagles as my parlay on this.
I
That's my
don't.
first leg.
I don't know what to think of Minnesota yet.
Right.
They should have come out and beat Tampa Bay much more.
Yeah.
Or they should have come out and beat Tampa Bay in the first place.
beat Tampa Bay. Yeah.
They had good plays. Why can't they do? Is it just that the defense is so bad that
I don't know.
I haven't watched the tape on that one yet. I think the Eagles, but the Eagles also didn't play great, right? Like,
Right.
So
Jalen
they
Hurts
got
had
out
a
to
lot of
they
bad
got out to a
mistakes.
14 or a 16-point lead right off the rip,
Yeah.
and then it came down. I mean, they still they covered the spread,
Yep.
but they only won by 5 points, and
Right.
one of those was basically based off of a defensive play.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an offensive play, and I listened to New Heights today, and even Jason Kelsey said it was a rough game. None of the offense though played in the preseason.
Yeah.
right, and you also have to remember, even if they do play in the preseason, that early season is rough. Like they're getting up to game speed. Even in preseason, they don't play at game speed.
And
They
that's
don't.
something to say for Joe Burrow too. He spent
Yes.
the whole offseason not playing because
not
he earned
worried.
he injured his ankle or his calf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like day
So-
2 of camp or
Yeah,
something.
so he didn't get the preseason stuff.
He's taking his
So-
first snaps now, and
And it was questionable whether he was going to play at all
Right.
week 1. Like leading
There-
up to week 1.
there's a
Obviously,
realist-
once week 1 happened, it was like, no, he's playing. But
yeah, there's a real chance that he has some lingering issues there. There's a real chance that he's got some lingering fatigue from off-season fatigue.
Well, before week 1 anyways, Jamar Chase was saying he hoped that he was going to go on IR. Get himself healthy for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That could play into the first couple of weeks here.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. So does that mean that you're more cautious about who you're playing over there?
I mean,
If you've got
the
Joe Burrow,
problem is if you have any of those position players,
Yeah.
You've gotta
you
play 'em.
spent up on them.
yes. Okay, so
Jamar Chase was round 1. T. Higgins is 2 or 3.
I think Joe Mixon is the least affected.
Yep, agreed. In fact, he may even have a bump.
Bump on it,
What about Burrow? Are you starting Burrow? You spent high capital on him. Are you going to play?
I only have Joe Burrow in one league. I have him in Dynasty, and
And that's because you got him as a rookie.
yes,
So you're not.
and I am gonna play Jordan Love,
Yeah.
who you dropped and I picked up because I knew, because I don't have anybody else. I've got a
Right.
couple of rookies
You and I,
besides that.
you and I run really shallow in Dynasty.
and when
a
I have when I have Joe Burrow, I'm not really looking at any other.
Well, I only got
QBs.
three.
I think you, yeah.
I'm not looking at other QBs most of the time. I'm playing Joe Burrow.
Right. All you're doing is filling in for the bye week.
Yeah.
Planning on
So
filling in for
when
the bye
you
week.
dropped Jordan Love, I was like, I'm gonna take that and see what happens with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he came out and played really well week 1, so I'm gonna play him week 2 and see what happens.
I have a hard, like, not the same dynamic. I'm like, do I start Mahomes or do I start Tua? You know, that's the.
Yeah, and for me, I think it would be matchup based, right? Like I wouldn't know for sure which way I'd want to go on that.
Right. Because as we can see, when we've said Tua's healthy, or what we've said before, when Tua's healthy, he fucking puts up numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
460 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
That's a good fucking day for a quarterback.
Yeah.
right.
Even if you're not running.
He didn't even know he did it.
Right.
At the end of the game, he's like, she said, one report said 466 yards. He's like, okay.
Well, that's because he's not out there counting. He's
Yeah.
just out there making the throws he needs
Yeah.
to make.
Exactly.
right, he's just out there trying to keep his head off the ground.
Yeah.
Which, not one sack this past Sunday, which was fantastic. And we're missing Tron Armstead. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wilkins
that's good.
came out and made a statement for himself, like, hey, don't forget, you still need to pay me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Into the game, getting those couple of sacks.
Yeah, there's a clip where I love his personality. Wilkins, because in the background, Tua is doing an interview, and you see Wilkins just dancing.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
But him mic'd up is perfect. I would love to see it again.
So speaking of Patrick Mahomes, the next game we have KC traveling to Jacksonville. KC is 3.5-point favorites.
We're looking at Travis Kelce maybe coming back.
From what I've seen, he's now practicing.
Yeah.
According to his podcast, he is feeling better. He's like, I've been moving, I've been on it, I've been working it out.
Yeah.
He's like, obviously we'll see how practice goes, but he's not having the swelling issue that he was.
That's good.
That's good.
So,
right? And so as long as that doesn't come back
correct
during this week.
He should
and
be
as
good.
far as I
He'll be
understand,
good to
he
go.
did practice today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be taking anti-inflammatories all week long.
Yeah.
So assuming he's playing, if he's playing, I love the spread. But if he's not playing, I was gonna if I knew that answer,
You're Jacksonville.
I'm taking the Chiefs if he's playing. If he's not playing, I think 3.5 points is exactly right.
For my tight end position,
Yeah.
I am hoping he plays.
Absolutely.
So that's
Same
how I am making my pick today.
Everybody-
in hopes that means he is going to play.
Yeah.
In my personal bet, not our bet, I didn't touch the spread. I took the over.
Yeah, what's the over on this one?
51.
51.
Okay, so look, I think I'm going to take the Jaguars on this one.
Okay.
I don't feel great about it, but because I think that if Kelsey does play, there's a chance maybe he plays a little bit light. He's on a little bit of the count. It's early in the season. It's Jacksonville. They're a good team, but I think Mahomes
I'm
can
taking Kansas City in this one.
I'm taking Kansas City also.
I know it's one of those things, but generally after a loss, Andy Reid bounces back fairly consistently.
And Jones is back on defense, so I'm
Correct.
I'm
Their
taking
defense
KC.
did look relatively
really
good.
They look really good.
Even without Chris Jones.
Yes.
So you add in Chris Jones,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it should be that much better.
Yeah, you guys are kind of selling me on it. Whatever. I'm going to stick with the Jags though.
So you're taking KC? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I can
we're
see
both
them
taking
losing
KC.
by less than 3 points.
So next up, we have Seattle traveling to Detroit. Detroit is 5.5-point favorites.
This is one of my parlays.
It is, and it is also one of my parlays, but I am taking Seattle.
I am taking Detroit.
Oh damn!
it's
I am
damn.
not positive that Seattle is going to win this game.
Oh damn! But you think that they're
But I do, and I have been. Last week I said Detroit was going to win that game.
Yeah,
I think Detroit's win are going to be dirty wins.
I think so too.
I don't think they're going to be winning by 7 points most of the way through.
Right.
I think
don't
they're
think
going
Jared
to be.
Goff can win by double digits.
Yeah, I think they're going to be games where it's down to the wire type plays where you're winning by 1 or 2 points. A field goal could sway it either direction.
Right.
And I can
So,
see that.
I think it's going to be within the 5.5 points.
It was the injuries on Seattle that made me lean a little more towards Detroit.
Yeah.
Lockett's still in concussion protocol, whatever that's going on there. Your offensive line.
gone.
Detroit's defense and Aiden Hutchinson was fantastic.
he's so
He
good.
was.
Highlight of that broadcast was his parents.
Yeah.
out there. That was kind of fun.
I wouldn't be surprised if I lose
The
this
fact that they
because
mic'd up his parents.
I think it's great, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I think they need to start miking up random fans in the stadium too.
Yeah.
Like instead of just picking parents of players, like give me the big fat dude with his painted belly and like give me him.
The super fans.
Yeah, you don't need to keep him. You don't have to air him the entire time.
that just reminds me like they catch him when he goes to go get some food. and it was Oswald Patton or Patton Oswald.
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, he talked about a skit where he went back in time and he was behind this really big fat guy at the deli and he just kept, give me all the ham. He's like, I don't know how I sounded like he was fat in his voice, but you can tell
But he
he was
did.
fat in his voice.
Okay, so this one's a little bit hard for me. I want the Seahawks to win. I don't know. Based on this last game, they're not going to.
They're not going to.
And
I do
so-
feel like they're going to bounce back. I saw that Pete Carroll called out DK
for
saying
being a little bitch.
You can't let your emotions get to you
Right,
like that.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Dude, DK. get
Shoving
shit
somebody
to-
after a goddamn play.
Honestly, and I saw that play when it happened, and then I thought about it more and more, and I think that you should be able to file for assault charges for something like that. I mean, like, why not? Like that's a blindside, no purpose whatsoever.
Yeah.
That was clearly an attack. Like just because you guys have a uniform on and pads, you can't. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, and that guy dropped. Like, DK's a big dude. Like, he's a big dude that was a little dude not paying attention.
Right.
He dropped.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's an assault. At the very least, the NFL should be fining him. I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet out of it, but
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
on a
It may be one of
pointless
the.
play,
It may be one of those ones. That's why Pete Carroll came out and publicly said something.
you a bitch.
Mostly one of those things to say, "Hey, NFL, I got this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna handle this one in house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna take. Fucking hate myself for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the Lions.
All right.
You gotta start clicking through these things. I'm sorry.
That's why I moved you off of the
Yeah, I
Seattle.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Next up, we've got Las Vegas traveling to Buffalo.
Hate this game.
Buffalo is 8.5-point favorite.
That's
See,
why I hate this game.
Personal bet, I took the money line on the Bills
Okay.
because they do win this
They're
game.
going to win this
They're
game.
at home, but I do not think it's going to be by 8.5 points.
I can't imagine it will be too. They didn't look great this last week.
I'm going to take the Raiders
Okay.
just because of the points.
Same.
And I can
We're
find
all
something
taking
else.
Raiders.
Yeah. And nobody thinks that the Bills are going to win, right?
And after hearing that report,
Or that the Raiders are going to win, right?
No, I'm not taking.
Nobody's
I'm not
taking-
taking Vegas to win this game. I'm taking Vegas to cover the spread.
they'll lose by like a touchdown.
Josh Allen has got a fucking interception problem right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
He is. The thing that I've seen a lot of people talking about is the fact that he doesn't take any of the easy throws.
Right.
He's trying to force everything to make these big, huge plays,
Yeah.
which works. Since 2020, he leads the NFL in interceptions. He also leads the NFL in touchdown passes. So
He's like Favre was. He's just a gunslinger. He's just like he
he's
believes in his arm too
absolutely a
much.
gunslinger. He
Yeah.
wants to make those giant plays all the time.
Yeah, and he was look. Oh, that's week 2 projections. I want to look at the final numbers for last week.
Especially in the sense that they were up almost all of that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If they would have just played, now don't get me wrong, I hate when a team plays conservatively just to
Yep.
protect a lead.
Yep.
The Niners are fucking notorious for it, and it drives me nuts. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you don't have to make all of the giant throws.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Sometimes
can take the safer routes and still move the ball productively.
Right. I just wanted to look at real quick the top couple of quarterbacks because it's pretty fantastic in terms of fantasy. Tua is number 1. Mac Jones, like everybody predicted, is the second best quarterback on the week. Jordan Love right behind there, and then Anthony Richardson, and then at a measly 20.9 points, Justin Herbert. 20.7, Deshaun Watson, 20.5, Patrick Mahomes. This is why we talk about the fact that it's not that important to grab a quarterback early.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes was taken in the second round.
Yeah.
And he was the 6th best quarterback on the week.
Yep.
Now, on the season, he's going to end up being
top 3.
top 3.
Yeah.
I was going to say second.
Yeah.
So because we saw him.
He will consistently be up there.
Exactly. So and to Tua's point, Tua will have weeks where he's going to put up 30 points, and then he'll have a week that'll put up 13 points.
Yeah.
And so this is why you have to sort of play him
Or no points because he'll be injured.
because he'll be concussed.
I have to say that at this point. I have to say it.
How's Purdy's elbow?
I'm not saying anything against it.
I didn't say anything, but I don't wish that into existence.
I'm not. That is the.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky
What I'm
Bobby.
saying is that's the only time Tua is not putting up points.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
when he's injured.
Yes. Same.
He's learned how to roll.
Yeah.
Learned how to roll. Yeah.
Took jujitsu.
Armadillo.
It's Tua Jitsu.
Tua gets. That's
yeah.
so stupid.
Hey, Rich Eisen is the one that
Jujitsu.
called,
Oh my
called it.
God.
So
Moving on to the next game.
Yeah.
We got the Chargers traveling to Tennessee. Chargers are 3-point favorites.
I think this is a good game.
I'm taking the Chargers here.
I'm also taking the
I'm
Chargers.
taking the Chargers too. I think it's good. I think
I
it's
thought you were
closer.
gonna. I thought you were gonna take Tennessee again.
I think
No.
it's a bounce back game for them. And I mean, start Austin Eckler, what the fuck was his name?
Don't
Wide receiver.
forget,
Not
by
Mike
the way,
Williams.
I wanted to mention this because I was looking at all my fantasy alerts today as they came through that Wednesdays are Veteran Day offs.
Yes.
Veterans Day off. So you're always going to see Austin Eckler, DeAndre Hopkins. You're always going to see
Yeah,
big,
they're not active.
Austin Eckler did actually
got
got
an
a
accident.
little beat up
But he's
Yep.
going to play.
in that game.
Yep.
Uh,
But he put up some fucking great numbers, and
Yes.
Josh Kelly came up right behind him. With Eckler playing a full game.
yeah. If Kelly is on your didn't get picked up in waivers, go get him.
Go get him.
Because if something does happen to Austin Eckler, he's a great running back.
He is. Josh Kelly's
And he's
great,
put
dude.
up some really good numbers consistently behind Austin Eckler.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. So we're all taking the Chargers. We all think that they're gonna bounce back. Obviously, they still had a good game.
Yeah.
So
If J.C. Jackson doesn't make those same type of decisions, they would have won that game.
I wanted
Possibly,
to
yeah. Or
just
made it a
look
lot
this up
more,
real quick.
difficult.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler was the second best running back on the week. Josh Kelly was the 9th best running back on the week.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Like you're feeling good about that. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're all taking the Chargers on that one. Ravens at Bengals.
Yep.
Bengals are 3-point favorites.
3.5-point favorites.
3.5-point favorites.
Both of
and
these teams did not play up to what their expectations were.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Achilles monster got
I feel
Ravens
so bad for
again,
him.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like J.K. Dobbins can't stay healthy. Dude just
No.
can't, and it's
How
not
do you
all
make it through
related
college?
stuff.
But, you know.
Yeah. That really sucks. It hurts the Ravens, but they should have Mark Andrews back.
Gonna Mark Andrews back.
So that helps.
Gus Bus is going to be able to make enough.
It sounds
Justice
like
Hill,
Justice Hill is well, at least in this game, Justice Hill came in when Dobbins went down.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Gus had a tag on him going into this game, like a questionable mark on him going into this last week.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I want two of those guys for the season, if I'm picking between those two, I'm picking Gus.
I would really like to see a player like Kareem Hunt on the Ravens
Yes, that would be a
because
great
I think
fit.
he would fit in so well with this team. He's great
Absolutely.
at pass catching. He's a solid running back in general in the first place.
Yeah.
But he's that short dump off pass type player for Lamar that similar to the way Mark Andrews is, he's a safety net.
And he's good at
Yeah.
pass block. So
And I think he would be great with this team. I don't know that they want to pay him what he wants to get paid.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
But
is
he could be fantastic with the Ravens. And I think if the Ravens picked him up and didn't have an injury bug issue like they've had the past couple of years,
right.
I think they could easily win this division.
Yeah, I agree.
But I am taking Cincinnati to win this game. I think Cincinnati is going to have a bounce back game. I think they got humbled in this game.
Yes.
Jamar Chase was talking a ton of shit about the
Yeah,
Browns.
about the elves.
And they got stomped by the Elves. So I do think
Elf on a shelf on your throat.
T. Higgins had nothing. He had 3 targets and no receptions.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks that's going to continue.
no.
Right. Nobody's worried about the Bengals moving forward. Who are you taking in this game? This is a good spread. I like this spread because it makes me question shit.
I'm going to take the Ravens because I think it's closer game, field goal, and I'll take the extra half a point.
I actually have the Ravens too. I don't want to keep copying you. Rick, did you take Bengals?
I have Bengals in this game.
Good. All right, then I'm going to copy you.
Okay.
Put your hands up and I'll copy you.
Next up, we have Green Bay traveling to Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
Green Bay is 1 point favorites.
Tyler Algier. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson.
The one
Bijan Robinson.
thing that
Awesome.
you have to pay attention to.
my
Tyler Algier
penis.
got most of the work when they were up by 2 scores.
Oh, interesting. I did not
So
look at that. Okay.
I anticipate him still having a heavy workload with Bijan, especially early on in the season. But they put him in more so in the latter half of that game when they had it because they want to run the ball. They don't want to pass. They passed the ball 18 times total in that game.
Pass the ball, yeah.
They don't want Ritter to be in charge of that
They've
game.
just gone ahead and copied the Bears' playbook.
I think even when they are down, they are going to be the type of team that continues to run the ball.
Absolutely.
Which I'm fine with because
great.
it's one of those things. If your team is good at running the ball, continue running the ball.
Yep.
Because
Beat the
you're
shit out
never
of that
gonna
defense.
you're never gonna win a game
Yep.
Yeah.
if you go to the thing you're not better at. If
Right.
you take that away and
Right.
you're just passing the ball and there's no threat you're gonna run the ball,
Good luck.
you're never gonna make any passes.
Right.
So, I think they're still going to run the ball a fairly heavy amount. They're going to try and control clock. They're going to try and control the field, that type of thing.
Yeah.
However, in this game, I'm still taking Green Bay to win this game.
It's a coin flip on this.
Literally, because it's a
Yeah.
1-point game.
How would I bet this? In my personal bet.
Hi, Amanda.
I think I took
Welcome to the show.
I think I took the over, but
I'm not saying mine until you say yours.
give me Green Bay.
Go Pack, go. That's what I had to.
So we're all taking Green Bay. They looked good.
Yeah, Jordan Love looked good.
Yep. Yeah, Amanda, you're wrong. Atlanta's not going to win.
Next up, we have Chicago
Happy Wednesday to you as
traveling to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is 2.5-point favorites.
I am taking the Bears in this.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tampa, 2.5 favorites, and you're going to take the Bears in Tampa.
Yes.
Tampa.
The reason why
Explain yourself.
Baker Mayfield has only one good game, he can't stretch them together. And I'm taking a Baker Mayfield.
In all fairness, when he was with the Browns, he actually strung together quite a few good games.
I just don't believe in him.
I believe in Baker, and it's because I want to, and I recognize that's a fault in my own heart. I want to believe in Baker Mayfield.
I don't think they have a great running game on that team
No.
by any means.
No.
But
I'm not saying take their running back.
you can't deny Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Sure.
They are both fantastic receivers.
Yeah.
And I think Baker Mayfield does plenty of work to handle that. And Chicago's just not a good team.
Nope.
They're not good, but I feel like they're gonna. Eberflus is going to try to get him
Feel it
rolling out
in your balls.
Yeah, and get him rushing the ball more, which is where you saw Chicago's success at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 4 total wins last year.
Yeah.
They're not that great, but for some reason I just have a feeling that it's going to go in and they're going to do a little upset.
I'm gonna take the Baker Bucks
Yeah, like I said, I'm taking Tampa Bay in
at
this
2.5. Yeah, and if it was 3, I'd start to question it a little bit more. If it was 3.5, I might take the Bears at that point. But at 2.5,
I honestly we're picking based off the spread. I think Tampa Bay handily wins this game.
You think so? You think
Yes.
they win it by 5 or 6 or more?
Who wins between Minnesota and Green Bay? Minnesota and Chicago right now.
Minnesota.
Okay, Tampa Bay just stomped Minnesota. I'm just saying.
We'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll find out on Sunday.
Next up,
Amanda
Indy.
says Bucks for sure. So, I mean, at that point, then we got to go with Bucks because Amanda knows her shit.
She also said Atlanta was going to win.
Yeah, she's an idiot.
Indy travels to Houston. Indy is 1-point favorites.
I'm taking Indy.
I'm also
I
taking
think that's part of
Indy.
my parlay.
I already forgot my parlay. Colts.
Anthony
It was Colts. for
Anthony
sure.
Richardson looked good.
He looked awesome. looked awesome. Didn't he get injured though in this game?
He's back
He's
fresh
back.
to the
He's good.
to healthy.
He's
Yeah,
dope.
he
Okay.
bruised his knee on that last rush.
Yeah.
Next up, we have San Francisco.
Speaking of, did you listen to the footballers today?
Yes.
Jason picked up Zach Moss,
Yep.
and he fucking hates Zach Moss.
Yep. But everybody
don't know the
else,
reference. I haven't watched. I haven't listened to
everybody
it in a while.
else on as far as the running backs go, were basically hurt for Indy.
Yeah, the rookie
Zach
fumbled
Moss
also.
injured himself through training camp, but he's should be back now.
Yeah,
Okay.
really, the running back is Anthony Richardson. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need somebody else back there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Zach Moss at this point.
yeah, you don't.
Evan Hull got put on IR. Deion Jackson looked terrible.
Yes, he did look
Yeah.
terrible. I thought that maybe Dion was going to take this job.
Yeah, he did not.
And he did
No.
not.
No.
So I dropped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach Moss is the guy at this point. Whether
Yeah.
he's good at it or not, he's the guy.
Remains to be seen. Sure. Sure.
yeah.
God, I keep doing this because I keep thinking that the chat's going to show up there, but it's not. And then I keep doing that, which is moving around something.
Next up, we have San Francisco traveling to LA
These nuts.
to take on the Rams. San Francisco is 7.5-point favorites.
I don't like the spread just because, like you and I talked about before, is it's divisional. They always play each other so hard,
Yeah.
but the Niners defense
Wait,
looks just so
You
good.
didn't have this conversation with me, did you?
No, you weren't here yet.
Oh, okay.
we
I
were
just want to
talking
make
earlier.
sure that you guys don't talk like a lot without me here.
No, you were still in your house.
Yeah.
It's very upsetting to me that he has other friends in general, even if it's my friend. So,
Jealousy.
yeah, it's a problem.
I'm doing.
I'm not jealous of
I'm
my
doing
wife
Niners.
doing anything,
Yeah.
but Rick having friends.
I can't not root for the Niners at this point. Like,
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
Yeah.
it's 7.5 points, and it's the Rams, and it's a divisional game, and it's one of those things where it's probably going to be a close game.
Did you take the Rams?
No, I took Niners.
I'm taking the Niners as well, and the reason I'm doing it is because the Rams just basically kicked the shit out of Seahawks, and they shouldn't have. They did
Right.
not look good doing
That's
it.
my point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're not a good team.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Aaron Donald's great.
Yeah.
Still great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the supporting cast is not.
And what the hell happened? I thought Cam Akers was going to be a thing this year, but
It's
Did you
the
see
fucking
guys-
Rams. That's
you
why I don't
guys
have
see
them.
Trent Williams comment.
Uh-uh.
He was like, "Man, I was hoping they'd get a first down or something and give us a little bit time on the sidelines."
Fuck you.
He's like, "I was getting tired out there."
Fuck you. That's funny, for real.
Next up, we have just the absolute dumpster fire of the week.
Yeah, dude. And I am shocked at the spread on this because
I
it should be
am
zero.
too.
this
Who wants
shows
to lose this more?
this shows how much Vegas thinks the Arizona Cardinals are absolute dog water.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just had a team get beat 40 to nothing, and they're 5.5 point favorites.
Yup.
In reference
Away.
to that, we have Giants traveling to Arizona,
Yeah.
and the New York Giants are 5.5 point favorites
And I'm-
in an away game.
And I'm taking the Giants.
I am not.
I want to take the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals. I don't think that the Giants, or I don't think the Cardinals win this game, but I don't see a way that
Saquon Barkley.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game.
It could, but I feel
God.
like who's their coach? Came from Buffalo. I forget his name.
in
New York.
New York.
Dable.
Dable, yeah. I think he's going to be pissed off and really rip everyone's a new asshole.
They looked pretty good last year. They made the playoffs. They won a playoff
Daniel
game.
Jones ended as a top 10 quarterback last year.
But they came in
fantasy-wise.
and right off the rip of the divisional game, and they literally everything that could go wrong. Special
Dallas
teams,
did look
turnovers.
good, but
I truly want the Giants to win this game.
huh?
And I want them to look good. Because I don't want it to be a trap game for the Niners in week 3. It's a selfish thing.
So Giants by 5.5. in Arizona. I am gonna take the Rick Moranis Giants. I think that's the only way I can go here because Cardinals do suck. They have to suck. They have to suck so much. And I do believe that the Cowboys defense was in fact that disruptive.
And it could be.
And
it could very well be. The Dallas defense could be that good.
We'll see.
It was also a very, very, very wet game. And nobody on that team could hold on to a ball.
Yeah.
Here's the next game is gonna tell us a lot about the Cowboys because can their defense keep them in games that their offense can't? Because the offense is gonna get kicked the shit out of by
the Dallas defense.
Yeah.
The
Dallas offense.
The Dallas offense is going to get their ass kicked by the New York Jets.
Yes.
Which is the next game on the list
Yeah.
at 9.5 point favorites.
I am
Cowboys.
absolutely taking the Jets in this game.
I'm taking the Jets
Yeah,
too.
Same here. Jets don't win, but they don't lose by more than 9.5.
I was standing on the court and I didn't know.
I'm
I'm a little special.
honestly, if Zach Wilson can avoid making a bunch of mistakes,
Yeah.
I would not be surprised
Protect
if
the
the Jets
ball, he'll
won
be
this
okay.
game.
Yep.
I wouldn't be
agree
surprised by it.
100%.
Also, this is 100% prime Dallas,
Yeah.
where they go out and they look absolutely amazing, and everybody's
Right.
like, "This is our year,"
Oh my God, we're going to do it.
And then they get
and then
shit
they
on.
do nothing.
And they suck the rest of the year.
Let's
And they
face
end
it,
up trading for Ezekiel Elliott.
the offense didn't have to do anything.
No, they
Zach-
didn't.
Dak
They all
Pres-
played shit.
Dak Prescott, fantasy-wise, put up 6 points.
I had,
So
by the way,
good.
but guys, I had four main leagues, and I scored 23 points, under 23 points across my leagues
with quarterbacks.
With quarterbacks.
with quarterbacks.
Yeah.
My highest scoring quarterback was Dak Prescott at 11.5 points.
Would
you take him
had
in the first round?
6 in mine, so we.
Oh, okay, maybe it wasn't Dak.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts had 11.5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also did not look good.
No.
But you never know what you're going to get with the Dallas offense.
Like,
3 years
Except
ago,
herpes.
3 years ago, the Dallas offense was putting up 40 some points a game.
Yeah.
Right.
And looking amazing. And then Dak got hurt, and it's never been the same ever since
right.
then.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
He left that ankle on the field.
and he's been consistently in
That
that 15 to 20 point range, which is serviceable, but he also has these games where he does like 9.
yeah.
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 And that kills your week.
Yep, you're gonna lose by that with that quarterback.
Yes.
In fact, a lot of top end quarterbacks lost you your week this week.
Yeah.
I miraculously pulled off a win with Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback because I had Dallas as my defense.
That's why
Yeah.
the tight end position didn't matter this week, because everybody across the board did shitty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody
There
won.
wasn't even an outlier.
Nobody won or lost because of their tight end.
You know why? Because Mark Andrews didn't play, Travis Kelce didn't play, and
Darren Waller was it non-existent.
And right, because all the defense had to do was stop Darren Waller and
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
And now he's injured.
And now he's injured.
Yeah.
So,
So now all you have to do is stop Saquon.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is a hard game. But let's do it. We got to keep moving on here.
Washington
at Denver. Denver's
do we
3.5
all
point
pick
favorites.
on the Jets and Cowboys?
Yeah, we're Jets all
Jets.
across the board.
Across the board, right? Okay.
Yep.
This one.
I'll be honest. I
gonna-
don't believe in Denver yet.
Nope.
I'm gonna
I
take
don't
Command-
believe that Denver can do what they need to do on offense.
I'm gonna take Commanders.
We're all taking
We're all
Washington
taking- yeah.
because
I held up. on
Because-
this side here.
Denver should have played better than they did against Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and they didn't.
Nope.
And they got to that 16 point range,
Mm-hmm.
which is the same thing they did last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
yeah.
got to like 17 points was like the max that they got
They
last year.
cannot get over that hump.
The guy on
And
TikTok
17
has-
points this year would have gotten them a tie.
Right. Right.
The guy on TikTok has started the count again to see if
Nice.
how many bathrooms.
Nice.
I'll be honest. I don't think Washington looked very good at all.
No.
they should have beat the Cardinals by a lot more. But I just don't believe in Denver, so I'm picking Washington. We're all picking Washington because of that. Next up, we've got Miami traveling to New England. Miami is 3-point favorites. We're all taking Miami.
Yeah.
We all anticipate Miami to win this game.
Yeah,
like there's nothing in my mind that says that. Now, the one thing is, Bill Belichick is good at squashing the number one receiver.
Yeah, but they have a 1B too.
And that's my point. So this may be a game where Waddle goes nuts.
Yeah.
The other question is I assume it was just a veteran rest day.
Mostert with his knee, he is always in flames. But I think Devon A-Chain is going to be active for this one. They just rested him another one because they didn't really need him. Mm-hmm. They had thank for a shoulder, but Braxton Berrios looked really good in that game too. Mm-hmm. So I don't.
There's nothing in my mind that says New England can, even if their defense is good, there's nothing in my mind that says New England's offense can keep up with Miami's offense.
Yeah, last year, when the very first game of the season, Dolphins beat them by, I think, 6 or 7 points. Then they went up when Tua was hurt and lost. So that's kind of off the table. I don't see them able to keep up. Belichick's good, but there's just too many facets to that.
Yeah.
Unless they can get pressure on Tua and really disrupt him. But I still
mean, maybe.
Think, but I still think I think Fangio's defense is going to kick up a notch on this week as well. So.
Chargers have a pretty good pass rush, and they didn't touch him.
Yeah.
So
they face masked him once.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if the New England defense can slow them down enough to make it a competitive game.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I don't anticipate Tyreek Hill going for 200 yards.
Yeah, the over/under is 47. I don't foresee the Patriots scoring 20. Was that 24 points?
24 points, 22 points,
22 points or something like that. Yeah, I don't see him doing that.
Yeah. We're all taking Miami. We all anticipate Miami to win this game. They're now the favorites to win the division.
Yeah. Next week is their first home game, and they get to play Denver. In Miami.
It's a solid defense, but
fine.
again, I don't anticipate.
I don't anticipate a loss.
That's a bummer. That's 0-3 for Denver. Start.
Owen Wilson's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. Dolphins look great.
I mean, you were saying if the Dolphins can come out of this first 4-week stretch 3-1,
yeah,
you were going to be ecstatic.
Yeah, because they
and I anticipate these next 2 wins being wins.
Yeah.
Because their fourth game, who they play? I think they play. It's someone big.
Was it the Jets that they play?
Possibly Jets. I don't think it's the Jets. I want to say it's who is it?
All this week.
4. Miami. Oh, plays the Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
Bills. Bill.
At Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be a hard one.
It's going to be a little bit harder. Yeah. It depends on how they play this week, right?
They played the Bills great last year, but we'll see. We'll see how it comes out.
Yeah.
And then,
so that's Sunday night. We have 2 Monday night games this week. We have New Orleans traveling to Carolina. New Orleans is 3-point favorites, which surprises me. I would have expected it to be more.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because Carolina did not look good in any way, in any facet. They didn't look good on any side of the ball in that game.
Yeah.
And New Orleans actually did look fairly decent.
Here's the thing. Do you think that if there are aliens, which I think we can all agree that there are,
According to Mexico, there is.
yeah.
then
Like 1,000-year-old ones.
then I'm with them on that. If there are aliens,
They're very small, though.
do they
They're like Boston Scott size.
Yeah.
want our buttholes?
Where I need a train track to figure out where your
I
mind
saw a
thought
star
process.
moving, and I thought it was a UFO for a
Okay,
second.
how did you get there from New Orleans Saints and Carolina
Stars
Panthers?
don't
I never
move.
left the star moving.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, back to Carolina versus the Saints.
Okay.
Saints being 3-point favorites.
Yeah, they're probably going to win. By more than 3
I'm going
points.
to take Saints.
Yeah, we're all taking Saints on this one. This one's not even close. The Saints look awesome. They looked good. I think they could be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I like Derek Carr in this offense. So I don't like any of the Panthers.
Olave looked great.
Yep.
Shaheed
Yes.
looked good.
Yep.
Michael Thomas got in there and actually played a game, which was interesting.
He's
to see.
not on IR.
Wild. Yeah. He's still not on IR. I mean, the week's not started yet. I mean, like, it could be, but...
Jesus.
And then Miller, Keandre Miller,
Kendrick Miller.
Yeah, Kendrick.
he should be back this week.
Mm-hmm.
Could
I
be
didn't
interesting.
see what Jamal Williams did, but
I'm
probably not
I don't
much.
think he had to do
I'm
a whole lot.
excited for 2 weeks from now. We've got Alvin Kamara back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really excited to see that.
He'll be back week 4.
See that unlock. I made a trade for him this week, and I'm really excited about that.
Yep.
Also,
Also a trade for Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah, because now I got him in the 4th round because I traded Travis Etienne for him.
Yeah.
With Alvin Kamara in the mix for I don't remember. Yeah.
Wait, where could you have kept him?
So the next game is
10th round, I believe.
Final game of the week.
I think it was like 12 or 13.
Something,
It was
something
fucking
ridiculous.
Final game of the
horrible.
week is
Pay attention to your keeper leagues, guys. Motherfucker. Anyway,
final game of the week.
sorry I cursed.
Cleveland versus Pittsburgh.
This is a weird game.
Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh.
Cleveland is 2-point favorites.
This is one of those
Cleveland looked good. Pittsburgh
Deshaun
looked
did
bad.
not.
It was
Cleveland-
also, in all fairness, it was a very, very wet game.
Yes, it was.
So
Myles Garrett looked fantastic. Guess who else has a really good pass rush and hit Pickett a lot and distressed him? That's the Niners. I am going to take the Browns.
I didn't anticipate. I didn't see anybody on the Niners working on their crossover
No.
prior to any plays. I mean, I feel like Fred Warner could have.
I bet this on the under personally, but
I'm taking Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh
taking
has.
Pittsburgh.
I think they have a bounce back game. I also hate Cleveland.
I know. I knew exactly where you were going. I didn't even question that.
Yeah.
I like Nick Chubb. I like Myles Garrett.
I think
That's about the extent
I think
of
the
it for me.
Steelers got their ass beat this last week by possibly the best team in the league, and
Worst opening loss for Mike Tomlin in his tenure as a Pittsburgh Steelers coach.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all, and I think that they'll be fine in the long run.
Yeah.
But division game here.
Deontay Johnson is
It's
probably
in
out
Pittsburgh.
for is
Probably going IR.
Probably going to
probably
IR.
going to IR. It's really infuriating that he was listed as out and now he's listed as doubtful
Yep.
in sleeper,
Fucking
which
sleeper.
annoys me because now I can't move any.
Can't move him.
I can't move him out of my IR spot because I don't want to drop somebody to move him.
Which means
but
that
he has to stay in IR because he's not leaving IR.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not going to leave IR.
So dumb. Even in the sleeper app, it says he's likely out 4 weeks,
Yes. And yet,
but he's
but
doubtful.
This is what they do when they don't go on IR, though, is they go from out to doubtful, which means you have to
Listen.
move
Listen.
him.
If somebody is out, they should stay out until they get a practice.
Until one of you guys have dealt with both Le'Veon Bell's fucking bullshit and Kenny Galladay's fucking quad, whatever, and it was until like the 3rd game done with the season, then they put him on IR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck.
I had
Jesus.
Galladay that entire season.
Yeah.
No, I did.
I had him in another league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep.
stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers on this one as well. I think that this number, I think both the Browns look better statistically and, on paper because of the Bengals' slow start. And I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers look worse because of their first week opponent. I think the Steelers are going to do this fine. I think they're going to win straight up, so I don't mind 2 points.
So we've got a decent amount. Frodo has 3 games where he's on an island. Scott has 1 game where he's on an island.
Yeah, I'm really playing it safe. Did I one game?
One
That's
game.
not my style.
With Jacksonville over KC.
Man. Wow, that's so funny. It's because last week I took KC on an island. And so now I'm the asshole.
And then I have 3 games on an island.
Can I change that to whatever you guys picked? I can't pick KC. So I can't pick whether they're gonna win or lose, no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
So
we just have to remember that we just have to go against whatever Scott says.
Okay.
I gotta pick
with
KC
KC
first. Yeah.
Really, really shitty thing because KC wins most of the time.
The only way that you can ruin Rick's day, Amanda, is to tell him that Lonnie's pregnant with twins. So is she? Go ahead. Let us know. No.
Why is she trying to ruin my day?
Because you're her sister-in-law. You're her brother-in-law.
sister-in-law.
And you were rude earlier to her. You did. You told her to go away or something, some shit like that.
I think you told her to go away.
No, you said that but she picked Atlanta and blah blah blah, and then I called her an idiot.
Exactly.
But I'm not related to her.
You were the dick. I made a mention of what was accurate. You can't get mad at me for saying what is actually happening.
Amanda says mostly because you hate her, and that's so rude of you to hate her.
I hate everybody.
It's true. He does hate everybody, idiot.
I'm not racist. I hate everybody the same.
I hate everyone equally.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is gonna be I don't love this Monday night game. What was really fun for me this last Monday night was my wife had, for the first time ever, is playing fantasy football, and she had Brees Hall, and she needed 9 points from him to win, and it was a Monday night
The
game.
ultimate tilt nights.
Yes, and it was Monday night.
The only thing that's worse than a Monday night tilt
is a Thursday night loss.
Well,
when you get
no,
Alvin Kamara.
honestly, a Monday night tilt is way worse than a Thursday night.
I'm with you there. Yeah.
I went into that going, well, this is over. But no, it is a close game for a playoff. When you're in the playoffs.
Yes.
When you're in the playoffs and you have a tight game, especially if that comes down to a Monday night tilt.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
A sudden death game. Yep, 100%. So
Still the best Monday night.
Are you talking about the night at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yes, and
Phillip Rivers?
watching his soul leave his body while Phillip Rivers is throwing fucking interception after interception, and he's just fucking deflating. You knew exactly where it's going.
Oh, I absolutely did.
It's like,
absolutely did.
Fuck Phillip Rivers.
So my wife gets this is the first fantasy football weekend ever, and she's relying on one player, the running back, the primary running back for it wasn't Brees Hall, it was Dalvin Cook, and she needed 9 points from him. The game opens up with Aaron Rodgers going down. Who's going to benefit most from the quarterback going down?
Running back.
The running back. And Brees Hall was questionable coming into the game. So the running back was going to be Dalvin Cook.
Brees Hall looked fucking phenomenal when he was out there.
Great, dude. He looked
fucking
so
great.
good.
He went from where he got injured, that play right before when he got injured to where he came back to right there. Nothing left.
Nope.
He looked fucking phenomenal out there.
Yeah. And so Ashley is feeling very hopeful about getting 9 points from her running back.
Super likely.
At the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
She's got a chance, a real shot at getting 9 points. And then it gets all the way down to the end of the fourth quarter, and she's got 8-something points. And
they go to overtime.
And the Bills are down by 3 points. And so I tell her, there's 2 minutes left. You actually are rooting for the Bills to do good, but not great.
Yeah.
We want a field goal. They get the field goal. And so then what do we need? We need the coin toss.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is you didn't get the coin toss, but the Bills got stuffed on their defense.
It's even worse on a Monday night when you're in that tilt mode
and
it goes to a fifth quarter of tilt.
The fifth quarter. And I'm like, do you want me to tell you what the rules are of the overtime? And she's like, I don't think it matters. I just need 33 to get the ball and go. And I was like, 100% with you.
Unfortunately, he may not even see the field.
Right, because the Bills get the ball first,
Yeah.
and they're gonna just march down there and kick a field goal or kick, whatever. And then they stop them. It was like a 3-and-out or maybe close to, and then
Punt return.
punt return for a
Xavier.
touchdown. And my wife is staring at
And
the TV.
where it should have been a flag thrown
For a
Was it?
tripping.
for tripping.
Oh, really? I
Yes,
didn't see that.
because one of the Jets defenders dropped way low,
Way low and
And-
clearly was
and Buffalo's player just like flew right over the top of him.
Yeah.
Should have been called tripping. Would have been at like the 8-yard line,
Yeah.
probably the 18-yard line.
Which would have been perfect
Yes.
Dalvin Cook
Yes.
territory.
Yes.
But instead, they ran it back for a touchdown, and my wife lost her first fantasy football on a Monday night. I need 1 point for
Yeah.
my guy.
Yeah.
And all of these
Ouch.
things line up perfectly for her, and then she doesn't get it because the Jets win in a miraculous fashion. Apparently cheating fashion, but a miraculous fashion.
Yeah.
Didn't we run into that where I beat you by like 0.4?
Probably.
Yeah, she
was some
lost
bad
by
beat.
1.2 something, maybe less than that. And I told her, I was like, oh, it gets closer than that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And do you pray for a stat correction?
Yeah, exactly.
Some shit?
I was like, there's a miracle thing that happens every once in a while.
Yep. You lost to the Dallas defense.
I did, but I also won because of the Dallas defense. I would have rather have won in the other league, but that's okay. It is what it is. The
Yep.
world balances itself out. You won week 1 in our primary league.
Yeah, I went 25%, but I won in the one that I care about the most.
Yes. And I'm actually
However-
most concerned about that for you.
In a caveat to that,
Yes.
we have our main league. That is the most important league
Yeah.
to me.
One shitty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except this week, I go against my wife.
I knew you were going to go against her. Okay.
I go against my
Yeah.
wife
Is that who you're playing?
and she is
in
the
our
biggest
in
shit
our
talker.
league.
Yeah.
I cannot lose to my wife.
Absolutely. By the way, I'm going to coach the shit out of her this
And you
week.
can, and I
Yeah.
hope you do, because I cannot help her this week.
Absolutely.
Because if she then loses, she will blame me.
Absolutely. You can't touch this.
No.
No matter what.
So whatever happens this week, she has a solid team
yeah, she does.
because I helped her learn how to draft a team.
Right.
Somehow I'm better at drafting her team than I am my team, but whatever.
She had a better pick than you, to be fair. She had a better pick. She had like pick number 6 or 5 or something like that, and you had 11.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So you were at the back end of the turn, and she has.
No, I was close. I was close to hers.
Were you?
Yeah.
So
But it was a solid. It was a solid team for her.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, but I really do need to beat her. So I'm gonna need a lot more from my team than I got last week in that league.
yeah.
Because like Brandon said, he can't lose to my wife. And
Yes.
my wife has been talking mad shit to Brandon.
Didn't she win on a bit of a fluke though? I forgot what player went off, but there was somebody that went off.
No, she just had a relatively good
She
week.
had just a solid week.
She does have Tyreek Hill, so that helps.
That helped, yeah.
Um,
I think Amanda was high score.
yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was. She was. Yeah.
But in all fairness, we all said that Amanda has a fucking phenomenal
she had a
team.
juggernaut,
Yeah.
man. She's got the juggernaut.
On paper, she has a fantastic team.
Amanda's very proud of Amanda. His sister-in-law is very proud of Amanda.
Yes.
And she
I was proud
also
of her, too.
says that you're gonna get your ass kicked by your wife.
And it's probably gonna happen.
It's probably gonna happen.
Probably gonna happen.
And you're gonna hear about it for a whole week.
Yeah.
In fact, who does Lonnie play next week?
One of you guys probably.
Probably, right?
She's gonna go up against the fucking all the
Right.
best players in the league.
Right, and she's gonna come out of it like fucking great. No, he's not looking at it.
I can look it up.
you got
real
it?
quick. Yeah.
Oh, who do you go against?
Who does my wife go against week 3?
Is that her? Yeah. Call Me Dragon.
No,
Oh,
it's
week
week 2.
Oh, we. Trashley.
Oh, Ashley.
Okay,
That's another good one.
That's another good game,
Who's she
man.
got week 4?
God, she's got the hardest start to the season.
Amanda. No, I play Amanda the week 4. I love sports balls.
That's
I think that's Brittany.
that's Sierra.
Sierra. Okay, all right.
That's
a
her
good team.
first. Yeah,
That's a good team, but not a great team.
that's her first week where she's not playing against another fantasy player. because her first 3 weeks are all against players that
Yeah.
that are active fantasy football players.
Yeah. It's a tough start.
And
yet-
Ashley's beat us all.
Yeah, we were all talking about that on Sunday when we were sitting around talking about Lonnie. Brandon did not want to lose to Lonnie.
Did not.
And
did.
and did. And then we were talking about how it's not that bad to lose to Amanda because we all get, or Ashley, because we all get our ass kicked by Ashley sometimes. Like if you go 50-50 against Ashley, you're probably okay that season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Amanda asked if she's like, did I win? I'm like, you were a high scorer. She's like, oh, cool.
She has a dope team.
She's got a great
I mean,
team.
she picked one, but
Yeah.
still
But
turned it into a
sometimes-
dope team.
but
Sometimes
you
picking
don't
one
get
is hard.
hard.
Yeah.
I like the 5-6. I like right there in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, because you
and-
don't have a long wait in between picks.
Right.
I
You
did
get a more
not like
even
where I
team.
was.
Yeah, you're about
Where
that.
were you at?
11.
11. That's right. You were at 11.
Yeah,
I was
you're on
saying-
the back end of that, which
Yeah.
is nice on the
Round
first
1 and 2.
Yeah, round 1 and 2 is dope.
And then
5
after
and
that,
6
it's all
suck.
Yes,
garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's garbage from there. Okay, so that is
We have-
Lonnie. Don't worry, Amanda's been defending your honor this whole time.
One last thing, real quick. We do
gotta
have our
do the
parlay
thing.
picks.
Let's do our parlays.
So Scott is taking Philadelphia to beat Minnesota.
It's true. I am that.
He is taking Indianapolis to beat Houston,
I am.
and he is taking New Orleans to beat Carolina.
So Philly.
There we go.
Hold on, I got to.
So you have the longest stretch of games.
Yes, I do. But it could
Thursday
be the shortest.
to Monday.
It could be the shortest.
to where
Right.
it matters.
Right. Yeah.
see how much you're.
So how much are you betting? We all lost last week, so we all
Yeah.
lost our amounts.
Okay, that's right.
I'm trying to put this in here, but it's not working out here.
Oh my god. Lonnie, what do you want your parlay to be? You pick your 3 favorite teams against the spread.
You bet 25 last week, so currently you're in the lead because you lost the least.
Nailed it. Then I'm gonna bet $1, Bob. Let's
Might be the best way to
might
go.
be the best way to go. Yeah, I'm just gonna save all my money. In fact, statistically speaking, that is the best way to go.
Yes.
But I'm gonna go $50.
$50.
$50.
What teams did you take?
Philly,
Okay.
Indy, and New Orleans.
Indy.
Yeah, we're betting without you, Lonnie. You gotta hit us up with your 3 teams. Go look at your
And you put
app.
$50.
You have all the info in DraftKings. You just go in there. You find your shit.
It would
you be
win
like,
368.
oh, thank you. I forgot about that part.
So
been doing that
Frodo then has Detroit to beat Seattle,
Yep.
Indy again to beat Houston, and Miami to beat New England.
Indy.
How much are you betting?
I'm gonna do 25.
350. Yeah, now he's gonna do that $25. I won't get that fucking shit.
40 last time.
Yeah, I know. 182.
I am gonna take a
And-
massive lead here.
I have the Jets to win, not to cover.
Cover.
I have Green Bay to win
Jets are covering at how many?
9.5.
Oh my god, boy. Yeah, okay.
I have Green Bay to win,
Okay.
and I have Seattle to cover.
No. You got Green Bay to cover. Oh yeah, it's because they're at 1 point.
They're 1 point favorites. So the Green Bay to win.
And how much you betting?
Basically, yeah.
I'll stick with my 35.
Lonnie, we're running out of time.
241.
Here. You gotta hit us. Hit us up with that shit. Lonnie wants to put her 3-leg parlay in.
Okay.
Might have to do it off air, but because you're taking so long. I was talking to your wife earlier, and she got all excited about looking at year-end prop bets. You know, MVP,
Yeah.
for example. And she's really into Travis Kelce. Really into Travis Kelce. And so she was like,
I'm just gonna say this right now. That's a terrible bet.
right. I don't think she did bet, but she
I
wanted
really
to,
hope that she didn't.
because Travis Kelce is not winning MVP.
He's not a quarterback.
Right.
There's one that could.
Ooh, Amanda.
Justin Jefferson is the only person out
Yeah.
there that could that
Tyreek. But if he does, it's because of Tua. So if Hill goes 2,000 yards, he has a possibility.
He has a possibility.
Yeah, but a wide receiver has to hit 2,000 yards or 20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Justin
Okay.
Jefferson.
Lonnie, you bitch. What the fuck, man?
What happened?
Oh, wait, no, the win. Okay, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Seahawks, Raiders,
Seahawks,
Titans.
Raiders, and Titans. I thought, okay, sorry. Yeah. Well, you're picking against the spread. So you're picking the Seahawks to lose by less than 5.5 points.
Or it's
And-
just taking money line.
No,
we're doing
all,
spreads.
all spread
Spreads,
here.
yeah.
So Seahawks to lose by less than 5 points, so they can lose by 3 points, and you still win your bet. Raiders, and then Titans. So as long as those three people aren't playing each other, you should be fine.
They are not.
Amanda, you want in on this? You want in on this action? Yeah. So
I think that's it.
spread, Lonnie. Spread means so the Bengals and the Ravens, for example, are playing this week, and the Bengals are 3.5 point favorites, meaning
Vegas thinks they're going to win by more than 3.5.
by more than 3.5 points. So to bet, so to bet for the Ravens, or if you want the Bengals to win by more than 3.5 points, that's where you put your bet on. But if they win, but only win by 1 point, you lose your bet.
Correct.
No, you don't have to make the bet in DraftKings. We're doing our own thing here. But you if you want to be legit, then yeah, you put your dollar in the pot and $5 or whatever, and you bet on your team. Amanda, we will teach you. In fact, next week, maybe that's what we should do is we should do a quick little DraftKings tutorial to open the show. Be like, this is how we bet. Oh man, duh.
I mean, in all fairness, my wife's is probably going to be worth the most because she's picking underdogs all the way through.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing. She picks her bets based on I want the most money to come, and that's why she bet for her.
And I don't know why she's
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, she's betting for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Ooh, that's a rough move.
I mean, in all fairness, I also did take the spread again with Vegas.
With Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, you love the Raiders. Okay, so let's.
That's never been a thing I've ever said.
I want all the dollars. Yeah, me too. Okay, so that's our show. We gotta wrap this up. We're at an hour and a half right now, and it's probably too big for us to go ahead and do this, but we'll fucking figure it out.
Huge.
It's huge.
On the baby snuggle and sports betting. Yes, actually,
come.
that would be fun. Like, let's do it. Let's do a. Wait, who's gonna come? What?
We said huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
I'm going to come. I'm going to come.
I'm gonna come. Anyway, that would be fun though, Amanda. Maybe you should come down for a Sunday, and we could all hang out, and we could teach you how to sports bet.
Yeah, we're all coming.
We're all gonna come. So
We got a towel.
That's it.
we got a towel. We got a towel.
Let's close this shit down.
Let's do this. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week.
Later.
Peace out.
Peace.
Do